My name is Joanne, and Jesus turns my life around. I grew up in an abusive home, and I was raised up Buddhist. So culturally and religiously, I had this great expectation that I shouldered growing up to measure up, to be good enough, to be perfect. And no matter how hard I tried, no matter how hard I worked, it was never good enough. It wasn't about going to heaven, but it was about being good enough to be free of suffering. My parents, being really religious, they would have sacrifices in the home, on the altars, and at a young age I would see and hear a lot of things that later on I would know were actually the demonic. I developed a deep self-hatred of myself and of the people around me and of the world for being really unforgiving. So I took it upon myself to be just as punishing of me and of the people around me. And that looked a lot like eating disorders. It looked like self-harm and depression, isolation, codependency, and just really unhealthy relationships. I didn't have very many friendships, but there were mentors in my life and friends that didn't give up on me, even though I was really broken and unhealthy at the time. And they invited me to a worship night. And I went, and it was there that I experienced the abundance that is the love of Christ. I'd been really deprived of love my childhood and my early teenage years, so encountering and feeling His presence and the weight of that love was overwhelming for me. Jesus changed how I saw myself and how I saw the world around me and how I saw people, and He validates me even when I was wrong. And just knowing that an infinite God cares about me so much that He would send His Son to die for me in spite of all my brokenness, it suddenly just set me free from what I thought of myself or what the world told me I was or who I should be or who I'm not. My home is filled with a lot of love now, with a lot of light and life now. I interact with them every day. I can actually sit them down and talk with them about my emotions and feelings now. And my parents, they're not much of huggers. They're like physical affection kind of people, but I'm able to run up to them and hug them and kiss them now and receive the same from them. So I've watched God change their hearts a lot, even though they haven't even asked Him to be their Lord and Savior.